And we're live. We're back.
Welcome to another edition of Pay Pigs Pod.
We have a controversy to address right off the bat, and we just...
Wait. Let's do it after all the plugs.
After the plugs?
Yeah.
Okay. London show tickets are for sale. That's right. We'll be there on September 4th at Leicester Square. Inexplicably spelled not Leicester.
Inexplicably spelled like Leicester.
Yeah, it's just
Leicester.
one of many head scratchers that we'll...
We're excited to see all kinds of fucked up shit like that in London.
Yeah. Also, we're posting...
But that link is right below.
Yeah, maybe we'll put it up here because that'll be funnier because you're pointing down here and then we'll stick it up here.
I don't think it's possible to stick it up here.
Okay.
Well,
oh yeah, you're right. It'll be below.
It'll be in the description.
But,
so if you want to come see us in London, click that link, buy a ticket, bring your friend.
Sorry, Glasgow. Sorry, Dublin, Edinburgh. We're gonna be in London, so
we'll come back.
We'll figure it out. Don't know when, but we'll figure it out. Also, please follow us on TikTok and Instagram at PayPigsPod because we've been posting there, and we want your help.
Yeah, we finally got them off the ground.
Yes,
we had a couple inactive accounts that were just
sitting there
chilling.
Yes, and we also have a theme song now. So a big shout out to Connor Todd. For making our theme song.
Thank you to Connor Todd for the hookup.
Yeah, we salute him.
It'll be playing soon.
It'll be playing on this episode. Yeah,
but like soon.
Oh yeah, and we'll have a visual coming with it too. That is going to be in the works. But okay, now that that's out of the way, we got to address the controversy.
Right. A lot of people, look, Dylan's going to be going public with something, and we just want to get ahead of it. Mm-hmm. And we just want to say he wanted to eat that banana out of the stripper's pussy.
That's right.
We kind of had nothing to do with it.
If anything, we were clapping along and saying, go, Dylan, eat it. Eat the banana.
I think we did say do it.
Yeah, we did do a do it chant. But
he seemed to want to do it.
Right. And then we also, do you want to address the other thing?
I asked him to lose weight.
Yeah. Why?
I just thought he'd look hotter.
Yeah. Especially being associated with this show, we wanted him to look hotter.
Right.
So yes, we did ask him to, but it was for the betterment of the show.
Are you talking about me?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And the other allegations are true. I have given myself a mustache, and I do plan on keeping it. So if you have anything to say about it that's negative, you can just keep it to yourself.
Or you don't have to.
Or you don't have to say anything.
No, or you
don't have to have a mustache?
No. You can leave mean comments about the mustache.
Fine. If you insist on leaving mean comments, go ahead.
We can't.
I'll chime in. Sound off.
We can't stop them.
If I get a majority of negative comments, maybe I'll shave it. I have been known to cave to social pressure.
Well, I feel like if you're going to do it, you got to clean up. You got to keep the rest clean.
Keep all this clean?
Yeah,
I think I will.
To accentuate it.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do from now on.
But but it's a little bit not clean.
Yeah, because I shaved like 3 days ago, so I'm going to have to just do it again. I'm going to have to shave again. Anyway. Well, oh boy. Man, I am. Does this mustache make me look like a dad at all? If you were to cast me in a commercial as a dad, would the mustache help or hinder?
Is this like you're asking for a friend?
I have to shoot a thing after this, and I have to be a concerned dad as my child goes into surgery for a commercial.
Yeah, I guess it helps.
It's okay, son. It's okay. Daddy's here. There's no line like that. It's just like, oh, everything's gonna. I think it's literally everything's gonna be okay.
That's the only line.
That's the only line. But then there's a shot afterward where I have to act. I guess the child has successfully come out of surgery and is being given like a treat from the nurse or something, and I have to be like, oh, that's great. It's ridiculous.
Let's see it. Give us the real one. Don't laugh. Okay, I'm not casting you.
No, I know. No, I'll do it. I'll do it better at
Give
home.
me the. What's the line?
Son, it's okay. They're not gonna kill you.
Okay.
So too much?
What's that?
Can I take it again?
What's that famous line where it's like some people think acting is just saying things loud?
Yeah.
That felt like that.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. I mean, that was me making fun, and that's not how I would do it.
Well, stop hiding behind an ironic detachment
whisper.
and give me your.
Son, it's okay. It's the best doctor in the world for penile. I'm not
You're
gonna
such a
make
piece of shit.
Penis joke.
Just give it to me.
What's weird is I have to shoot it from the bed POV, which is the weirdest kind of that because traditional or whatever conventional wisdom would be just like head on, chest up.
Oh,
But
now
this
you're
one
giving
says-
the director notes.
No, but the thing says shoot it from it's meant to be from the POV of the bed
Sure.
looking down. So, son, it's gonna be okay.
That's pretty good.
So
You booked it.
I'm playing an Orange County firefighter whose son is going in for appendicitis. I feel like that's how this mustache.
Are you
makes me look.
scabbing?
Am I scabbing?
Yeah.
No, it's a commercial.
I'm pretty sure commercial work.
A lot of commercial work is non-union,
Oh.
apparently. Like, and that's how it was before too. You please tell me if I am. I don't think I am. Is commercial work scabbing? Is commercial work worth it? WGA strike.
No, that's not it.
It's okay. Is it? Oh boy, here we go. Emil, the famously bad Googler.
No, don't. This is ridiculous.
So if you followed us on TikTok and Instagram, you would know that one of our TikToks is absolutely blown up. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, you just got to go see for yourself and see Emil just getting dragged in the comments. You should probably show up and defend him.
No,
his honor.
I'm fine with it.
Are there any guidelines for commercial acting? Jeez.
There's so much shit. All right, relax.
Well,
I didn't
we'll
know you were going
find
to talk
out.
about your fucking.
We'll find out. The biggest thing that we're going to get into, though, is Mr. Beast. Mr. Beef. The man whose face I just don't understand.
Wait, let's play the song before we go into it.
Oh, yeah.
I'd like to try to sell something to you.
There are no missions. There are no peace. There are no missions. There is no rest. Negligence, controls, laws, rank marks, ways, rules, bounds, and
The world is a college of corporations. The world is a business, Mr.
I have seen the face of God.
There you have it,
Wow, and
folks.
we're back.
There
Wasn't
you
that
have
fun?
it. That was
Huh?
so special.
We're
That
a
was
real
very
show
fun.
now, aren't we?
Yeah.
Big shout out to
Yeah.
Connor Todd, our boy.
So let's dive in, shall we? Mr. Beast,
Mr. Beast is at it again. This
Yeah.
man cannot be stopped.
he can't be stopped. You
well,
know,
if anyone could stop him, it might be this lawsuit.
I don't know if it'll. I don't
No,
know. If
I
it'll
doubt it
amount to
will. I'm
anything.
joking.
I think they'll probably settle. Actually, I don't know. Maybe because So okay, let's back up.
Yeah,
So,
if you don't know what happened, Mr. Beast,
AKA Jimmy Donaldson,
aka Young Beef, he refers to himself at one point.
Young Beef.
No, Young,
Young
Beast. Young
yeah,
Beast.
yeah. He referred to himself as Young
Young
Beast.
Beast.
He launched Beast Burger,
In
Mr. Beast Burger.
December 2020.
Yeah.
Okay, and it
Hugely successful.
do you know how many restaurants he opened? Or how many-
1,700,
Holy shit!
including just one with an actual store
You know where it is?
front location in none other than New Jersey.
None other than New Jersey.
That's right. And the others are all operating as ghost kitchens, which is a relatively new concept that has really been taken America by storm, wherein they are location agnostic, kitchenless restaurant. Well, they're not kitchenless, but
No, you're
they're
like a restaurantless. You don't need a physical location.
Right.
You don't need a brick and mortar location because who gives a shit? Everyone's just getting on their fucking delivery apps anyway.
So one kitchen could be making food for several totally different restaurants. And if you've ever seen one on Grubhub or Uber Eats or anything where you go, I don't think I've ever even heard of this place, it's probably because it's food
Right.
coming from a ghost kitchen.
It actually sucks. You're like, I'd like to order this type of food, and then you're like, wow, I've never heard of this place.
It looks and the food looks all they have a good like food photographer taking it looks all glossy. That's how I know, and I just avoid those places.
And then it just comes and it's the nastiest thing you've ever eaten.
Yeah. And they've got stupid names like Epic Pizza or Epic
and it's one
Burger.
kitchen pumping out pizza and sushi and burritos and
Yeah, the ghost kitchen in Hollywood is located on Western, and whenever I see that it's located on Western, I just go, yeah, I'm not eating there. And it's weird. They have a wall of lockers. Like when you go to pick up the order, because I picked up from there once, it'll say like your food will be ready in locker 32, and you open it and you can see into the kitchen, and you take your bag and you fuck off, and it just feels gross.
it's a gross dining experience.
It
Yeah.
sucks. Also, just quick aside, did you know the guy who did Cha Cha Slide died today?
What does that have to do with anything?
I just see it in the thing here. DJ Casper, Cha Cha Slide creator.
Not
died.
DJ Casper. Weddings will never be the same.
No, it'll still be the same because they'll still play
We'll
it.
still play it.
One time, real smooth.
I'm going to a wedding in a couple weeks. I hope the DJ gives a little. This one goes out to DJ Casper,
And people will go, who?
and then it comes on. And you go,
Oh, this guy. Yeah, slide to the left. Now die and or go,
No.
get put into a casket. So, Mr. Beast launched this as a joint venture with a company called Virtual Dining Concepts, a company that is that it was created by
Robert Earl. He's the he's the CEO of Planet Hollywood.
Is he still the current CEO of Planet Hollywood?
Founder and CEO of Planet Hollywood.
Wow. How
Virtual
about that?
Dining Concepts, VDC. They specialize in virtual kitchens and delivery only concepts,
Blech.
partnering with food delivery services. And it's not just Mr. Beast who's getting in on this action. The company has backed celebrity brands, including those from Mariah Carey.
What the fuck does she have?
I know. Mario Lopez and DJ Pauly D.
Oh, I wonder if they're just investors.
No,
They
no.
must just be investors.
They back celebrity brands. And it's all, the virtual dining concept. So it's like all food related stuff. DJ Pauly D probably has some kind of fucking protein shake or something.
Carrie VDC. Let's see what she's. Mariah's Cookies.
Yeah.
Mariah's Cookies. Add Mariah's Cookies to your existing restaurant's kitchen. With Mariah's Cookies, you can join VDC and the incredible Mariah Carey on a virtual brand that delivers what your new customers are craving: freshly baked, delicious cookies. You may not realize this, but Mariah loves to bake, and her specialty is cookies. This makes me want to try her her cookies, actually.
Oh my God.
Wait, the Real House Bowls? What?
Yeah, dude. It's
Virtual dining concepts needs to be put in jail. And Bravo, they've teamed up to create Real House Bowls, a virtual restaurant that delivers curated meals for hungry fans to enjoy while catching up with all their. Jesus Christ!
Wait, get this. DJ Pauly D's Italian Subs virtual brand arrives on Grubhub.
Oh my God. Buddy V's Cake Slice? Is this a Cake Wars guy?
Yep.
Jesus God. What else do they have? Mr. Beast Burger, Lanky Box Kitchen.
Also, they try to fucking sell you on this shit. Like, Pauly D's authenticity shows in everything he does, from his music and hobbies to his signature looks and TV personality. He's gained the trust of his fans, and they know they'll receive quality food from Pauly D's Italian Subs. Get the fuck out of here. Are you out of your mind? I mean, it's funny because someone was telling us about this, how, it used to be that there would be brands and brands would go to creators and be like, hey, we want you to help us sell our thing. And they're like, now it's changing because creators are figuring out that they can just create their own brand, right? And they don't have to go, but it's like, no, they don't care about this shit. They partner with the fucking Planet Hollywood guy and are just like, yeah, I don't know, hawk the nastiest burger you can make.
Oh, pardon my take. has also joined forces with
No,
Virtual Dining Concepts
no.
to create a crave-worthy menu of cheesesteaks and loaded fries.
Pardon my cheesesteak.
Pardon my cheesesteak.
No.
Man, okay, yeah, but if VDC wants to work with us,
Yeah, if we do it, it's gonna
we're
be cool.
fucking. If we do it, it's gonna be so cool. NASCAR refuel, just pork stuff. Yeah, it's all pork.
Snarf up this pig shit, you nasty.
who they also partnered with NASCAR for NASCAR refuel wings. Oh God, the copy on this, allowing every day to be like a day at the racetrack. Who is
would want
ordering
that?
this shit?
Wait, I
God.
got to know what that little freak Mario Lopez is getting into.
Something to do with his dimples, I hope.
Oh, Mario's tortas, of course. God, they're always like, I can't take
It's
it.
such a it's an idea that appeals to like 48-year-old marketing executives who just see successful brand or successful influencer and think that will translate to real world sales no matter how shitty
But I think it
and
does.
foisted
I think
upon
that's the
it feels.
I think that's the problem is that like
That it does work.
we're so stupid that we go like, oh, I want an Italian sub from Pauly D.
I
want Mariah's cookies.
It's only appealing to me.
How
the
fresh are your Real House Bowls?
It's only appealing to me if the influencer or celebrity or whoever is already a chef or
Right.
something like that. Like if it was what's the guy's name? Mario.
Well,
or
let's not go with
that
him.
guy's bad. Right. Who's the angry British one?
Oh, Gordon Ramsay.
Gordon Ramsay. If it was Gordon Ramsay's scrambled eggs,
I still wouldn't though. It's like all that shit's so nasty.
because it's gonna come from a ghost kitchen.
yeah.
Where some guy, where you run into a problem like Mr. Beast ran into. Okay, so
Do you know where you're
VDC
sourcing your beef for those pardon my cheesesteaks?
Shut up.
Well, so I mean, I think that's so he's getting sued, but it is a response to.
Well, wait. So a month ago,
yeah, end of July.
end of July, Jimmy Donaldson, aka Mr. Beast, sued VDC. He blamed the company for poor food quality and said that the majority of Mr. Beast burger virtual restaurants have negative culinary reviews from fans who are, quote, deeply disappointed by the fact that Mr. Beast would put his name on this product. They said that VDC caused material irreparable harm to the Mr. Beast brand and Mr. Beast's reputation, and claimed that while the business has made millions of dollars, he has not received a dime.
Which I find, I mean, I had to go into the actual complaint because I was like, they must elaborate on that. How the fuck has he operated this for close to 3 years
Is
and
it
he
because
hasn't?
they have to recoup costs first?
It says nothing. 0.7 on this complaint. To be clear, while this business has made millions of dollars, Mr. Beast has not received a dime, and they do not elaborate further. And I'm like, what? And how the fuck have they not made any money off this? I mean, the complaint is wild. It includes like tweets and
From fans.
posts of Reddit from r/well that sucks. Finally ordered our first Mr. Beast burger and then realized after the first bite that it was just mostly raw meat. Sad face and some pictures of the raw meat. But yeah, the whole complaint is full of just because they say quality and fan customer satisfaction are paramount above all else for Mr. Beast. He expected that his fans would be the recipients of excellent customer service and a superior branded food product. Unfortunately, however, VDC was more focused on rapidly expanding the business as a way to pitch the virtual restaurant model to other celebrities for its own business.
Right. It says in the complaint, one New York reviewer stated that Mr. Beast Burger was, quote, the absolute worst burger I've ever eaten in my entire life. It was like eating spoonfuls of garlic powder. Fries were soggy and ice cold. Don't waste your money. More than half, and it goes on to say that more than half of the Mr. Beast Burger virtual restaurants have less than 2 out of 5 stars, which is well below the median score of 4 stars. One father of two felt as though he had, quote, let his children down by ordering Mr. Beast burgers when he received terrible quality food in unbranded packaging that he was able to trace back to a 7-Eleven. Customers do not expect their Mr. Beast burger to come in a 7-Eleven bag.
Yeah, that
is
bullshit.
not what anyone expects from Mr. Beast branded product.
I love this. They claimed it is sad that Mr. Beast would put his name on this. Mr. Beast is being canceled over burgers.
Equally disturbing, many customers believe that Mr. Beast is personally responsible for this mess, as evidenced by statements such as, all in caps, quote, "How could you do this to me, Jimmy?"
How could you do it to him, Jimmy? There is I love the lawyer who wrote this complaint. It opens with, when Joe DiMaggio was asked why he hustled on every play of every game, he responded that there is always a kid who may be seeing me for the first time. I owe him my best. This encapsulates the philosophy that one of the most accomplished and prolific online content creators in the world, Jimmy Donaldson, aka Mr. Beast, brings to everything he does.
So here's the key part of the complaint. Unfortunately, due to the material irreparable harm to Mr. Beast's reputation and brand caused by Virtual Dining Concepts' failure to uphold its end of the parties' agreement, Mr. Beast has no choice but to seek a judicial declaration that he has the right to terminate the Mr. Beast Burger business and damages from the harm caused by Virtual Dining Concepts' multiple material breaches of the contracts between the parties. So, in response to that, VDC has now countersued.
Well, because it seems like, Mr. Beast wanted to get out of his thing, and he was get out of his contract with VDC, and he was being very public about that. Right. So he was tweeting about it. He was saying, the company I partnered with won't let me stop, even though it's terrible for my brand. And this is
those are deleted tweets.
Yeah.
So he tweeted that. So basically, VDC is alleging that perhaps those reviews are all fake and in support of Mr. Beast's desire to get out of this contract that he realized after the fact was not a very good contract. That, quote, young Mr. Beast screwed up and should not have signed.
Young Beast signed a bad deal.
He said, the lawsuit contains examples of tweets from Donaldson, some that appear to have been deleted from the social media star's account, where Donaldson wrote to his millions of fans that he wished to close his burger business and said that, quote, the company I partnered with won't let me stop, even though it's terrible for my brand. Young Beast signed a bad deal. If I had the ability to close it, I would have done so a long time ago, sadly. Sometimes when you're young, you sign shit deal.
My thing is, like, how fucking long of a deal did he sign? It's been almost 3 years.
I don't know. But so VDC is basically saying he shot himself in the foot. He signed a bad deal. And the only reason that he tried to change it and wanted to get more control over it and thus more money.
Right. VDC saying he realizes how valuable this brand is and now he wants it all to himself. That he's not living up to all the contractual obligations he has, like promoting it. In fact, he's harming all these things. He's harming their business and making it difficult for them to continue to attract these types of deals with other celebrities. And if you're going to jeopardize DJ Pauly D's Italian subs,
you can fuck off.
You better lawyer the fuck up.
Oh yeah, you better lawyer up. Mariah's cookies. Man, I I think I could go the rest of my life without crossing paths with anyone who has ever eaten a Mariah Carey cookie.
I mean, where do you even get that? I've never seen these in my life.
I have no idea, man. They're probably in like New York City or maybe they start with a smaller market. I don't know.
I didn't even know Planet Hollywoods were still around. The worst restaurant in the world is now partnering with celebrities to make.
I would say Cheesecake Factory is the worst restaurant in the world.
Worse than
actually, I take that back.
I mean, it's got to be between Planet Hollywood and what's the
Hard Rock Cafe?
Yes, where you can just like go eat your food next to a guitar that Jimi Hendrix puked on or something.
No, even worse. It'd be like Dave Navarro looked at the guitar one time.
They've got like a scarf from Dave Navarro.
Yeah, Jesus
in
Christ.
A glass case.
I remember passing Dave Navarro on the road one time. We were on a very tight street in Beverly Hills, and I passed him, and he was in an all-black Dodge Challenger. And I was like, oh, shit, that's Dave Navarro. He's the Liv Moss Taco Bell guy.
And everyone went, who?
Yeah, Dave Navarro. He was the guitarist for
Jane's Addiction. He was briefly in Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Yeah, and then he famously was on, like, Hidden Boss, or what's that show?
I mean, he's made a
Ink Master.
He's made a whole career out of being
Hidden boss.
That's a thing.
Yeah, I like that shit.
No, undercover
Undercover boss. Yeah, yeah.
Not hidden boss. But so I don't know who to side with here, because on the one hand, I can attest personally to the low quality of these ghost kitchens, because there's no way that a kitchen is going to be able, unless you're a Cheesecake Factory where you can make Mediterranean, Italian, Chinese, Japanese. You can order any type of cuisine at a Cheesecake Factory.
And it's all not good.
but
That's the promise. We offer anything you want, but it's gonna suck.
It's gonna suck. And also, so these ghost kitchens are way smaller than that. The geographic footprint that the one on Western has is tiny.
Yeah, there's like 3 people shifting between like 12 different cuisines, just like, oh,
Fuck, I got to make a burrito. Now I got to make like an Italian burrito. Now I got to make a burrito pizza. It's all just dog shit.
Yeah.
You know, Steve Aoki, I believe, at one point had, I want to say 6 different pizza places.
Well, he comes from a long line of food dynasties.
That's right. Well, just the one, Benihana.
Yeah, just the very short line his dad
Just the one.
owns.
But I believe he had one pizza restaurant. So it was all coming from one kitchen, a ghost kitchen. But it was almost like he was just A/B testing and seeing which brand, which name for the pizza restaurants and which imagery would catch the most eyes, and then he would narrow it down to that one. Because, yeah, I remember seeing for a while in like 2019, 2020, there were all these different pizza places that all felt really similar. And I couldn't put my finger on it. It was Steve Aoki's. Did I ever order them? Fuck no.
Do you
Because
think
I'm a Domino's head.
Do you think it was very dramatic when Steve Aoki had to tell his dad he wasn't going to follow in his footsteps and he was going to be a DJ?
No, absolutely not. Because
I
I'm
don't
sure that
wanna-
he was like, I will absolutely still carry on that because I don't have to do shit, you mean? I can just sit back and let Benihana run itself?
No, he's running it into the ground.
No, he's not. Really?
I don't
Oh.
fucking know.
When's the last time you went to a Benihana?
Benihana is like the specific one, right?
Yes. They
Then I
are
don't-
the originator of the interactive hibachi experience.
I don't think I've ever been to one.
Really? It's fun.
I've been to hibachi.
Yeah. Well, then you've technically been to a Benihana. So,
But I don't think that's true.
well, yeah, because they like invented it. Where the guy,
Are you sure they invented it?
I'm pretty sure that they made it like famous,
Well, those are 2 different things.
popularized it rather. Anyway, so they went on to say that his baseless and unlawful disparagement had the intended effect. Mr. Beast Burger's reputation was materially damaged, if not destroyed. Customers abandoned the brand, and VDC's hard-won relationships with vendors, partners, and suppliers were shattered, causing damages to plaintiffs that, according to the evidence and Donaldson's own statements regarding the value of Mr. Beast Burger, are in the 9-figure range. So I don't know I think they're both to blame. I think
me too. I mean,
you don't just give up after a few things. You go in and you make it right.
I think he does. He realizes he signed a shitty deal, but he probably saw dollar signs. Although I still don't understand how he did it. He hasn't seen a dime from this.
Yeah, that doesn't make
With
sense.
1,700 locations,
Yeah,
I don't understand.
that's wild. Not getting paid for doing something.
That is wild.
Huh?
Signing a stupid deal.
Signing a stupid deal is
That's crazy.
signing a bad deal. I mean, I guess it can happen to even Mr. Beast,
Yeah.
even Jimmy.
Even Jimmy.
So it is interesting because there was an interview that he did with Colin and Samir, friends of the some show that I can't remember. It feels like a fever dream. This other show that I think we might have had.
Yes, I remember talking to those guys.
Yeah,
But I don't remember where.
I can't remember if it was real.
But yeah, it's important to note all this predated Feastables,
yes,
his very popular food line, which I think
Yes.
he owns. It's
he owns Feastables,
It's all
right?
Jimmy. It's not VDC pumping out some nasty fucking shit.
Right. And he was saying he basically, one thing that I respect about this guy is he really likes the challenge of, I guess I hate using this word, but disruption. He really likes going in and like seeing what he can do in a space. And that's
He does seem obsessed with like building
yeah.
things,
With
building
business.
a brand and building yeah.
Because there was another issue that he ran into with Feastables, which is with his chocolate. And at first I kind of rolled my eyes and I thought, this isn't that fucking,
Well, should we play the clip? Because I feel like there's
Sure.
if you click on the clip up
top?
So Matt Stoller actually pointed this out, and he if you just click it, it'll play the clip
last
of
100
him
years,
talking to
especially in
them about
America,
it.
has been owned by 4 companies, and like no one has been able to get in there. It's like Hershey's, Mars, Lindt, and Ferraro, and it's pretty crazy. Like, but even most of it, it's just Hershey's and Mars. You know, they do like 75% of chocolate revenue in America, and so it's like it's kind of like monopolistic almost. Like you can't, if you have a successful chocolate company, they'll just buy you or just like bully you so you don't get shelf space. And so these guys like just own all the chocolate space and they don't innovate. Like a Hershey's bar to me just tastes like, it tastes very processed and I don't really like it at all, to be honest.
Is that the whole clip you wanted to?
We'll keep
is there
going.
more?
Yeah.
I mean, and so it's,
By the way, I got to disagree.
Well, yeah.
Sure, a Hershey's bar is boring and uninnovative, but if you go into a candy aisle these days, they got all sorts of different variations on shit now. And I'm mostly standing there going, Jesus Christ, they got a Reese's candy bar, they got a Reese's this, they got a Reese's that, they got a this, the thing, and the other. It's a lot of shit to choose from.
I'd have to say, I kind of agree with him.
I mean, I agree with
there.
him,
When,
sure.
When I walk through a candy aisle, I'm like, it seems like all the same shit.
It's the same
like,
shit no matter where you go, to a 7-Eleven to a...
it's so fascinating to me. Like, why are there not new, innovative, cool, like, you know, snack products coming out more often? It's because these guys just have all the shelf space and they have no need to innovate. You're just gonna buy what's there and no one's really threatening them. So to me, it's fun to like put pressure on them and try to get as much shelf space as possible and, you know, try to figure out what they're doing, but better. It's like the only thing in my life outside of YouTube that I've like gotten hooked on and like gotten that same high I get working on YouTube. I get that when I make these products, like CPG products. And so I enjoy it a lot. It's a lot of fun.
I think like
Yeah. But no, if I'm in like a candy aisle in a regular old supermarket or I don't know, 7-Eleven, wherever the fuck they sell candy, it seems like all the same shit. I've seen all of it. I disagree with him on, it feels like because he said snacks specifically.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, snacks are better than ever. There's so much good shit out there. The chips aisle is insane.
But you know where it's all going on
Where?
is like organic grocery stores, like the one that just opened.
Oh yeah, man, they got it going on.
If you go into there, you're like, I've never seen shit like this.
Yeah.
This is fucking psycho. And same shit with like candy type of stuff. It's all shit I've never even seen. Looks delicious.
It's like when you go into a new city as a kid and the fire hydrants are painted a different color. You're like, whoa, I wonder what the girls here must look like.
What do they look like?
I don't know, just hot girl. I remember going to this house in Newport Beach once a year for Easter, and I knew we were in the right part of town when the fire hydrants there were white, and then we'd get there and it'd be like women I'd never even seen before, just like hot girls.
That's how you feel about snacks.
Yeah, that's how I feel about snacks. I step in and I'm like, dang,
snacks in an organic
where
grocery
have these
store.
things been all my life? But really, there's all sorts of different.
I do agree with them though, especially like mainstream chocolate bars and stuff. I think they kind of taste nasty and processed and weird.
and
then you can get actual.
This Matt Stoller article talks about how the domination of shelf space, not just literally but figuratively, is a big problem across the economy. You've got Google dominating the shelf space of the internet of search. There was the razor blade space with, I believe it was Gillette.
Yep.
And then you've got meat monopolies, business software firms, soft drinks, pesticides, pharmaceuticals, movie and TV streaming are all about distribution. The Microsoft Activision merger case. And I really like this part. We eat unhealthy food because of these monopolies, are charged too much for medicine because of these monopolies, get paid less than we should because of these monopolies, and have less credible information about our world because of these monopolies. Indeed, it's not too extreme to say that the core social problem in America, fostering everything from obesity to the dominance of big tech, is control of shelf space. And he goes on to talk about how...
You know who's going to save us?
Lena Khan.
Well, I was going to say Mr. Beast.
Oh, well, Mr. Beast,
I was
sure.
gonna joke.
But
it was a joke.
Thanks, man. You know, Mr. Beast could. I mean,
I don't think he's
it would
gonna
be.
say this.
I think that I absolutely think Mr. Beast's next thing in the next couple of decades is going to be venturing into politics for sure. 100%.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a big. It's.
I mean, we all saw the tweet.
What tweet? Oh,
Mr. Beast for president or whatever.
Did he tweet that himself? Yeah, I could see it. And you know, if there were to be any young charismatic person who had
I am looking forward to when he starts. So social programs will be widely available, but you will have to do challenges to get them.
yeah, but if they're like fun challenges that you can then monetize that
If
feed
he
into
can
the
stay
program,
in this room for 7 days, we will get him his much needed knee
cancer
surgery.
therapy.
Yeah.
Knee surgery or cancer therapies. But so there was this law passed in 1936 that was meant to stop exactly this. It was called the Robinson-Patman Act, and that basically says, I won't read all of it because it's really convoluted, but it basically says that middlemen can't pay or be paid to exclude rivals, aka grocery stores, 7-Elevens, convenience stores cannot be paid by Big Candy to exclude shelf space from rivals and new entrants such as Mr. Beast.
Right. And Stoller goes on to say, this law is still in the books, but it seems like it's being basically ignored. And there are plenty of people.
Right. Yeah, because it says enforcers stopped enforcing it in the 1970s and 80s as part of the reversal of the traditional American policy framework against monopolies. One key argument for not enforcing this law was that the internet made fights over shelf space irrelevant since you could sell things online and get around retail bottlenecks, which I get, but then that has all changed so much because now, yeah, you've got Google's own, you can pay to have your ads be seen first. Same thing with like
Right,
Amazon
it's the
Marketplace.
yeah.
It's the same thing. So today, the Federal Trade Commission, Lena Khan, the head of it, is resurrecting this act. And she actually, funny enough, 10 years ago, wrote about the candy oligopoly. She pointed out how through the 1960s, and I did not know this, America's candy market was largely regional. You would eat candy that was produced nearby in your town or county or state. And there were a lot of different candies.
Everyone remembers Rhode Island's own.
Come on. What was it?
Why did I get myself into this mess?
No, come on. You got us. Well, because there was like there was a Lindy bar for Charles Lindbergh, the Dr. IQ bar for a 1930s radio quiz show, and the O. Henry bar, named after the guy who moved barrels of corn syrup at one manufacturer's candy plant. But so Hershey's bought Reese's in 1963 before buying Twizzlers and Almond Joy. Then Nestle bought up Goobers, Baby Ruth, and Wonka bars. The Heath bar was hugely popular by the late 70s. Hershey asked for the rights to produce it. Heath declined. So then Hershey bought the original recipe from another company and introduced the Score bar, which I've never had.
You never had a Score?
No.
We're
I've had a
fine.
Heath
They really
bar. I
stick
used
to
to
your
love them as a
fucking
kid.
teeth.
I used to love whatchamacallits too. It was a great candy.
Which one?
It's called a whatchamacallit. That's the name
What
of
is
it.
it called?
That's the name of the candy, spelled whatchamacallit. I'm not doing this. So Hershey played a hardball. They bought the Score bar to compete head on. Heath bar sales fell, and eventually it was acquired and by a Finnish company, and then ultimately by Hershey. So now there's only about 150 candy producers today, and from those 150, like Mr. Beast said, Mars and Hershey control about 75% of the national chocolate market and 60% of the U.S. candy market overall.
Yeah. I mean, that's probably a similar story to pretty much every industry we have. Where
everything
there's a bunch
sucks.
of regional things, and then they all just consolidated, and now you just have 4 options, all of which you hate.
It's the illusion of choice.
It's funny, even I don't know if you've noticed this, but like when you
I notice everything.
when you go to a city, you're like, wow, we even
I'm constantly noticing things in cities.
You're like, we even homogenized cities. They're just like all the fucking. They're like, here's the area where we do some street art and the brewery is, and then you go to, and you're like, what's the point of even people? I don't know. There used to be like regional specialties and everything, and now you just go and it's like, no, we have everything the city you just came from has.
I fucking hate breweries. I hate going to breweries. Oh, here's a heavy beer that's gonna make you tired, and you're just gonna be yawning all the rest of the night until you want to go home early, which you will. And here's the best part: we're gonna serve it to you, and it's not gonna be cold enough. It's gonna be like just not that cold.
Well, that's how you're supposed to drink it. It's a
Really?
No, I don't fucking know. I'm just,
And then also, hey, you want a burger to go with it? It's gonna be so salty and heavy and greasy. And it's going to taste good until you're halfway done with it. And then you're like, this fucking sucks. And then you eat the rest of it. And then you're just full and tired off of shitty beer and burger. So you want to go home, and then you can't even have sex with your girlfriend after because you're so bloated and full of gas from the shitty burger and beer you just had. Fuck breweries.
It's a common problem.
It's a very common issue. So, so anyway, Stoller goes on to talk about how these companies pay huge fees for shelf space, which is why you see the same pattern of brands prominently displayed at any Walmart, Kroger's,
And it's not only that, it's
7-Eleven.
priority too, right? Like
Yeah.
if you want those eye level shelves, those fucking primo spots.
Yeah, you got to pay up, dog. So you sent me this miso robotics thing earlier today.
You just gave me whiplash. Can we?
Oh, because it's back to the kitchens thing? All right, man, fuck it. What? Well, who cares? We won't talk about it.
Well, I just feel like we got to wrap up what we were
Yeah.
talking about before.
All right,
This.
let's wrap it up. So in conclusion, I think we're taking Mr. Beast's side for sure on this because he's going up against Big Candy, and I think that he really does care. I'd like to try one of his candy bars at this point.
That's what I was going to say. I need to try one of these things if we're going to continue to talk about it. I need to know if it's actually good. I want to see what the ingredients are.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see how it tastes.
I
want to feel that thing in my mouth.
Yeah. We've made fun of Mr. Beast on here before.
Because can I tell you what?
What?
I'm already out on novelty shit. If it's like food, I don't need like, I don't need celebrity shit. I don't need fucking jokey. He's got one chocolate bar called These Nuts. It's obviously got peanuts or whatever the hell's in it. I don't need that with my food.
You don't need a
So
sexual
he's got 2
innuendo?
strikes against him because it's celebrity and it's jokey.
Yeah.
It better knock my socks off. The chocolate.
I mean, I can't imagine that you can fuck up chocolate, but
I've had what's the place in New York that people love? It was
Mast?
Yes.
Well, the big controversy with that was that they were just getting it from like some boring ass wholesaler and white labeling it.
Okay, but that's one way to fuck it up.
Yeah, true, but
And they're still getting away. I was like, I was just in upstate New York and they had a bunch of Mast chocolate. And I said, they probably fixed everything now that all that controversy came out or whatever. It was horrible. And I was like, shit. I just had like a $10 chocolate bar.
Ugh.
Couldn't give it away. Truly was trying to have friends take a piece.
I still just my beef with Mr. Beast is that his name and his face just don't match. It's just there's something where I'm like, what am I missing? Why is he Mr. Beast sounds like a UFC fighter or like a wrestler, someone who'd be huge and yoked and like, I'm Mr. Beast. But he's a weenus.
It's like when you have a giant friend and you call him tiny.
True. I will say at the LA
He's
show,
also getting jacked now. I don't know
that's
if you
true.
saw. So
we had our
tongue.
show in Los Angeles, and thanks to everybody who showed up. But there were a couple guys who were like big dudes, like my height.
Oh,
and,
remember
like,
those two?
Yeah, and I just kept I just like touching them when they came up for a picture. I was just like grabbing, and I remember just saying, "You're a big guy."
There was two, especially
Like,
who
he's
they
a
were
dog.
together. They were together, and
Yeah.
they were just like,
Huge dudes.
"Hey, brother."
Very nice to meet you. And I was like, hell, I think I just specifically said, hell yeah, big boys.
Yeah, we said we love the big
I
boys.
was just grabbing him like the guy was right here, and I was just going like, dude, you're fucking rock solid.
He was. He had great long hair.
Yeah.
Yeah, we love that guy.
We love that guy. So leave a comment if you're that guy who I guess kind of like, is that sexual harassment?
It was pretty uncomfortable for everybody.
Yeah?
No, it was good. It was good.
Well, so
Yeah, but if we want to talk about a innovation that might help ghost kitchens across America,
yeah,
I was telling you I might want to invest. In this.
I might buy some shares of this. This is interesting because the valuation of it recently got cut in half apparently.
Also, okay, so we're talking about miso robotics,
Like miso soup, but
J-
robotics.
just like that, Ben.
Yeah, miso, MISO.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. So okay.
Oh, did you think I was saying like ME? Like
No, I'm just saying it for the
miso robotics.
Well, because some people might not know. I don't know. I guess miso is universally understood to be spelled a certain way. Fuck. Go on.
miso robotics, they're giving everyone the investment opportunity. You can invest in their AI powered robotics, filling the gap in fast food kitchens, and they've got Flippy. You're gonna have to.
It's called Flippy.
If you're an audio listener, you're gonna have to look up Flippy. This dude is.
By the way, this is not at all an ad, and we are not at all like advocating for investing in this. I've never seen anything like this before where
Well,
you're just able to invest.
That's what I was so surprised. So many of these things are like, we're going to do X, Y, Z. They're already in White Castle, Buffalo Wild Wings, Chipotle, Jack in the Box, Panera Bread.
And Wimpy Burgers.
Yeah, I didn't say that because I don't think that one's real. There's going to be one guy commenting, Wimpy Burgers are an institution in Iowa.
This is interesting. This stat says fast food restaurants can't keep their kitchen staffed. There will be 3.7 million more job openings than workers over the next 10 years in the U.S. alone. Our tech fills the gaps.
Dude, I'm more
they're
interested.
saying that they juice the profit margins. Our AI robotics can make restaurants 3 times more powerful. I mean, I don't know if I trust that. I don't know
Dude,
if I trust robotics.
I just had no idea, but Flippy's on pace to fry over 1 million baskets this year.
That's crazy, man. Flippy is doing that. How does Flippy put the fries in the fucking in the box? I don't know if I trust that. I've
Yeah,
seen enough videos of robots fucking up where I'd be like, I don't want to be in the same kit. I wouldn't want to. If I were a
Oh, dude, this guy is gonna just spill hot oil all over every employee.
for sure, but
Miso Robotics is gonna get sued into oblivion.
so it looks like their funding, the cap is going to stop
$5 million.
at $5 million. They're currently at 3.7 million. But yeah, I went down to like the comments, and there were people or questions. There's a FAQ or it's questions. Yeah, this person said I paid $10 a share because now it's at like $5. So people bought and immediately their investment was cut in half. And the company responded and said the new valuation is $265 million pre-money, with Ecolab investing at $4.97 a share. The previous valuation was $500 million, which was a market-based valuation validated by over 1,800 crowdfunding investors who invested in the round. However, the market is experiencing a time of high inflation and global macroeconomic headwinds. Blah 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 blah.
Pretty much every comment is that.
Yeah.
I invested at X. Why is it now offered at Y?
Pretty low valuation though.
But then there's
265 million.
this person, Greg, it says, Flippy grabbed my hand and stuck it in hot oil.
Oh, babu. All right. Well, so what else have we got to talk about?
Oh, yeah, you wanted to talk about something.
I don't care to talk about that Kai Cenat starting a riot. There's nothing more to say other than that guy's a fucking moron, and all those people out there are morons.
It's just crazy.
Jumping
Those
on
are
cars and stuff. It's pathetic and gross.
It's crazy. Those are the things that, I don't know, people riot about. It's always, every time I hear about a riot, I'm like, oh, it must be some kind of like climate thing. We're probably going to like shut down and... And then it's like, now, is ever PlayStation 5s?
It was one. It was one PS5.
Jeez.
I had a dream that I bought a PlayStation 5, and I was feeling awful about it because I thought, great, now I'm just going to spend so much free time playing video games. But I want to play video games. Yeah, but I guess now I'm just going to be playing video games. That was the dream.
That's a really nice dream.
Because Best Buy now...
Wait, can I say, when I first heard about January 6th, when someone was like turn on the TV, they're storming the Capitol or whatever, I was like, holy shit, we're finally doing it. And then I was like, oh, freak, because of Trump.
Oh, yeah. I also really fast, just speaking of restaurants, Dylan pointed out this app called Too Good To Go. And it is a pretty great, it's an app that lets you rescue unsold food at your favorite spots from an untimely fate. Basically, you can check stores and restaurants in your area and save bags of food from going to waste at a great price. So like, it can be donuts, maybe it's Subway meat.
Is this one an ad?
No, none of these are ads. I just think that it's cool.
How much did you get paid for that?
$10 million.
Are you going to split it?
With you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the way that this business works.
Sick.
Yeah. So good job, us. No, I wish. And anyway, I just wanted, let's do a little market stuff, shall we? Why not?
Please.
I'm sure you guys heard the news last week that Fitch downgraded U.S. debt
Of Abercrombie and fame.
Yeah, the Fitch's other side hustle is credit ratings, and they downgraded the United States. They downgraded us from AAA rated to AA plus rated.
Still not bad. That's 2 A's. We're still A students.
But does it mean anything? No, it doesn't mean shit. Janet Yellen chimed in and she said that it was, she called it flawed and unwarranted.
She said, if I see Fitch out in the street, it's on site.
That's exactly right. And then Jamie Dimon, who I think actually will end up running for president, because in
Ooh,
2016,
they were pushing him. They wanted him for 2024.
yeah, I think that he'd be. It's gross, but whatever. He
It-
seems to. I've read his annual shareholder letters, and he is despite being a fucking billionaire banker guy, he seems to care about.
As much as I hate Jamie
Shit.
Dimon, it would be.
I would take him over anybody else who's in the running
No,
right
just
now.
let me finish.
Okay, go ahead.
It would be nice to have a Greek American in the Oval Office.
It'd be great if he gave if he ran
That's
on the
what
platform.
when all the remember when the Kanye West thing was going off and he's talking about like Jews running the banks and
How
stuff.
could I forget?
I'm like, oh fuck! I really hope they don't find out that Jamie Dimon is Greek.
Yeah. Huh.
They're gonna be coming for us.
I think that it would be great if Jamie Dimon ran on a platform of like, we're going to give every American with a Chase Sapphire card 20,000 ultimate rewards points if you vote for him. Send in proof that you voted for him and you get rewards points, a bonus. It's got to be illegal, but that would help get my vote. That's $200 in value. Anyway.
That's nothing to me.
Yeah, well, it's something to me. And he chimed in. He says it doesn't really matter that much because it's the market, not rating agencies, that determine borrowing costs. And he said that it's ridiculous that other countries have higher credit ratings than the United States when they depend on the stability created by the U.S. and its military. To have them be AAA and not America is kind of ridiculous. It's still the most prosperous nation on the planet. It's the most secure nation on the planet.
Yeah, fuck you, Fitch.
Fuck you, Fitch. Stupid ass Fitch. Let's see. What else do we have? We got a bunch of shit this week.
Wait, didn't you want to talk about that new chip?
Yeah, kind of. It's just NVIDIA has been dominating everything with the AI chips. And then here comes AMD hot on their tails saying that they announced last week that they're working on their own AI chip. But, and then the superconductor news looks like it's officially just, it ain't going to happen. It's like they basically invented some kind of new magnetic material or something, but it's not a superconductor. So that's
Yeah, some guy came in and
out.
said, nice new magnetic material. Yeah.
just came in with his arms crossed.
You
Hey,
idiots.
Hey, you South Koreans.
You know what you did here? You created new magnetic material.
It's nice, but it's
we
not a
can't sell it.
superconductor. Yeah, you stupid asses. I think.
Did you ever see Garden State?
Of course, I saw Garden
You
State.
remember what the guy is rich from?
Yeah, silent Velcro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So fucking stupid.
Oh God.
Zach
that movie.
Braff, get over yourself.
I just hate. I hated learning that Zach Braff changed his voice for Scrubs. That's not his real voice throughout the show.
What do you mean?
His voice isn't really high like this. That's not how he talks. That's what he put on an affectation for the show.
You mean acting?
Wait,
I mean, yeah, but that's
No,
just so fucked.
but he does kind of sound like that.
No, he doesn't. When he talks, he talks in a lower register, and for that character, he like made it. Yeah, I guess you like acting, but it's just.
Oh, he was playing a character and you're pissed about that? I liked Scrubs.
Of course, you did.
Why?
I don't know. It just seems like I never. It's one of those shows where by the time it had reached peak popularity, I wasn't going to start it because I just felt like, well, I missed the boat. Same with Lost.
I was a huge Lost head. I'll defend it till I die. There was not a more fun show to watch.
Everybody was going nuts.
There
on,
was
man.
not there. I agree. Like the payoff maybe wasn't what you wanted it to be. That was the first show where I was on message boards and stuff going, oh, what is this thing? Why?
And that's time you're never going to get back. How do you feel about that now?
Great. I had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I like that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I get that. I was doing that with
like when-
Breaking Bad at the end.
But there's no supernatural element.
Yeah, but it was just like, what's he going to do with that gun?
Ugh.
What's he going to do with
I
it?
like it with supernatural. You know what another one was?
What?
Cloverfield.
Oh, yeah, that movie rocked.
It was so good.
Yeah.
And then all the stuff online about Slew Show and all the stuff.
Yeah, sure. I don't know what that is.
Well, so
What? Sleuth show? Who's that?
do you remember how in the beginning they're at the party?
Yes.
It's a going away party.
Yes. For his
No.
For him.
Yes.
Yeah,
He's got a job in Japan
that's right.
for this new company. And one of their companies is this thing called like Slew Show. I don't remember. This all was like fucking 12 years ago. So
It was just Easter egg stuff in the movie to help promote it, basically, right?
yes, but
Yeah.
then they leaked all this stuff online, so everyone was like pouring over it, and and they think the company he was working for actually was digging and woke up the monster or whatever.
Oh yeah.
I also think that monster is just a baby. It's a scared baby.
No.
Yeah, it is.
No, because at the end when they show the footage where they're on Coney Island, you can see the monster land in the water.
Yeah, but it's a baby.
Well, fuck me. All right, whatever. Yeah, you might be right. I just picked my nose on camera. Did you see that?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Despite its
Close up.
despite its size, Clover was conceived by the film's creators as being a newborn.
Oh, awesome. So it gets even bigger,
Yeah, that's why he acts that way.
like a baby. I mean, is that what you're saying? That's why the monster in Cloverfield acts pissed off because he's just a big baby.
Yeah, he doesn't know what's going on. He's
Damn.
not trying to.
He's not toilet trained yet.
So, yeah.
Damn. You want to talk about this Amazon thing?
Yeah, please.
Why not?
Sorry about that Cloverfield diversion.
No. I don't mind it. I like it. I just thought that this was kind of cool. These people at Amazon have this side hustle going on. So Amazon's dominated. The majority of sales on Amazon come from third-party sellers, aka hustlers. TikTok hustlers are
Drop shippers.
drop shippers. They're all third-party sellers. But there are entire multi-million-dollar businesses that live and die by Amazon and their rules and regulations and algorithms. Like Amazon can change a rule and then boom, an entire business goes up in smoke because they're not getting favorable placement, or perhaps they've been suspended, or any number of things that is not only costly to navigate but time consuming. And when you're a third-party seller and your way of life, your entire business depends on it, you're gonna inevitably get pretty desperate for help. So there are these insiders at Amazon, and they've got them also. There's people at Etsy. There's people at other big companies, Walmart, and it's typically low-wage, low-level seller support staffers in China, India, and Costa Rica. And what they do is they're acting as brokers.
Right. They're helping the third-party sellers,
Yeah.
recover accounts, do all these things. So for a fee of $200 to $400, sellers can pay for services such as Amazon Magic, as one broker on encrypted messaging service Telegram calls it. They also include access to company insiders who can remove negative reviews on a product and provide information on competitors.
Yeah.
Users are told to send a private message to learn the price of certain items.
Yeah.
Certain services, sorry.
They got CNBC got this screenshot from one of which is really wild. This is like a public thing on Telegram showing their offerings and what they get. So like, here's an Amazon seller internal annotation. 1 to 2 business days for $180. You get the detailed information of your suspension. Then you can write your appeal accordingly. Yeah, I can't blame. I mean, God, it's wild how when a company like Amazon grows to be the size that it is, just fraud alone, the fraud and the illicit behaviors that spawn from it become their own little miniature economies.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, I mean, it's pretty much, it feels like every platform is that now. These platforms get so large, and then the platforms themselves become so integral to someone's business that all these other things spring up around it, right? I mean, for like we're posting this on YouTube, and I mean, I'm sure people know this, but it's not as simple as just being like, okay, make the best content you can and then post it. It's like there's now entire economies, which, I mean, we get hit up all the time by consultants and stuff, and it's all about, thumbnails down to titles, every little thing.
Time to post. YouTube Shorts, all sorts of shit, and it's exhausting.
And that happened with all of these platforms, right? Facebook, when it was still Facebook, took over the news industry for a while, and then every news industry had to pivot very quickly to having a video news office. And so, I mean, yeah, these things get so popular that it just creates new economies.
Yeah, I remember reading about fraud rings where people were buying expensive computers or expensive cameras, and they would basically just swap them out with either broken, cheaper versions, or just swap out parts and then send them back for full refunds, but keep the actual product. And for some people, that I was reading how they let like one group of people just continue to do it for years so they could just rack up the charges against them, and then they finally went in and busted them. Oof, that's got to be brutal, man. You just think you're getting away with murder. Just, all right, here we go. I'm just doing it. I'm just making a fuck ton of money over and over
He
and
probably
over.
told his friends to get in
Oh
on the
yeah,
action.
and then boom, you're fucking busted. So it just goes to show, folks, crime doesn't pay.
That's the lesson here.
Or it does until it
does for a
absolutely
while.
doesn't. It does for a
It
while.
does for a while, and then you get greedy.
Yeah, and then you get greedy.
and you tell yourself one last job,
One last job.
but it's never one last job.
No, it's not.
But
And that one last job is the one that gets you nicked.
right, which sucks because you told your daughter you were going to take her to a baseball. You said, "I'm going to be back
Yeah.
for the baseball game."
But Daddy, you always miss my baseball games,
with
but not this
briefcases of
time.
money.
Yeah, not this time, honey. I
Yeah.
swear, I will
You know
be
why?
there.
Because you're in jail
Yeah.
for doing crime.
And you let her down one more time. So now not only are you in jail for doing crime, but now you've lost your daughter's trust.
And this has been an ad for the LAPD.
This is a good place to end this episode. Thanks to everybody who came to the LA show. Thanks to what's his name? Who made our song?
Connor Todd, baby.
Connor Todd, baby.
No, Connor Todd,
Connor Todd,
comma, baby.
comma, baby. Yeah, not Connor Todd, baby.